Hailed as the gateway to Western Mindanao, I welcome you all to Dipolog City. When entering the city from the north, the first thing that will greet you is the Pagsalabog Circle. The landmark is composed of three men holding a bowl towards the sky. These men represent the three settlers of Mindanao, which are the Christians, the Muslims, and the indigenous tribe known as the Lumads. The whole landmark represents the city's appeal for bountiful harvest and for peace, and the pouring water from the bowl represents God's answers towards its prayers. It is also known for its attractive orchids, which can be exported towards, hence its name, the Orchid City. Dipolog City is also a coastal city, which is cuddled by the vast expanse of the Sulu Sea. Thus, one of the primary livelihood of the people is the city then became popular for its expertise in manufacturing bottled sardines. In fact, the famous Montano sardines is manufactured and originated in Dipolog City. The old house of the Montaños was turned into a museum, which is known as Casa Bernido. It brings along with it the history of how a family recipe turned into a famous food item that is not only known in Dipolog City, but in all the islands of the Philippines. Dipolog being a city is not only cuddled by the sea, but it is also embraced by mountainous terrains. Binobo Peak is one of the attractions that locals know and love. On your journey towards the peak, you will be guided by the 3003-step paved stairway. In reaching the peak, you will be able to see the Orchid City and the city where Rizal was exiled, the Pitan City. Dipolog is also known for its walkway boulevard. This is the place where cafes, some restaurants, and most especially food barbecue can be found. Consider this as the best part of the city because it offers a very relaxing vibe and it is where you can see Dipolog's magnificent sunset. It's the perfect place where people hang out, lovers meet, families unite, and most importantly, strangers turn into friends. If you are planning to go or visit Dipolog City, one of the places that locals would recommend is its cathedral. The Church of Dipolog City is dedicated to Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary. According to the local historians, the church was built in 1890s by the friars, and its design today is mix of modern and old architecture. The church's ceiling is one of its fascinating characteristics. The ceiling is composed of carvings made out of Nara wood. The church's main beauty can be seen on its altar. Not only does the altar contain aesthetic value, but it also possesses a great historical value. Records show that the original art altar was designed by our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. Thus, this is probably one of the treasures that gives historical value to this rather infamous city. In addition to this, the large the large cross, or also known as the Punta Coro, is the spot where migrating Boholanos from Visayas landed and established a settlement. The Punta Coro is exactly 1.5 kilometers away from the church. A cross is erected by the settlers on May 3, 1905 as a form of thanksgiving to God for their safe journey. Despite being an infamous city, I think Dipolog City is a worthy place for tourists to consider, not only for its beauty but for the historical value that it contributes to the national identity of our country. Once again, welcome to Dipolog City.